Hi, good evening. I thought that I would look at your homework with you this evening to help you out just in case you are just a little bit confused about what we talked about in class today. So this assignment is all about solving for an unknown when you know two triangles are similar and you want to write some kind of proportional relationship. Okay? So I'm going to do the odds with you, and then you can do the evens on your own, and I hope this is helpful. So it says find the missing length. The triangles in each pair are similar. So see this question mark right here. So we are looking for this unknown length. And so what we're trying to do first is just, can we see what the triangles are? Would be a great first place to start. Okay, so our first triangle is this triangle DBC. And if I were to write DBC, or draw DBC, I should say, outside, it would look like DBC. And this side would be X, and this side would be 20. Okay? And so we're saying DBC is proportional to this big triangle right here. Okay? DFE. So if I were to draw that triangle, it would look something like, well, I'm not doing a good job of drawing today. It would look like DEF. Okay? And you can sort of see this from D to F is 70, and from D to E is 49. Okay? And you're looking for that proportional relationship, which would be DB is to DE as DC is to DF. Right? So you can sort of see it here as well. DB is to DE as DC is to DF. So however you want to see that. Okay? And then I just fill in. So DB, we have X is to 49. X is to 49 as 20 is to 70. As 20 is to 70. Right? So as soon as you can find that proportional relationship, right, because we know that this right side will have the same relationship as this left side, so 20 is to 70 as X is to 49 will be equal because they're similar. And then I can cross multiply and solve. So cross product here, X times 70 is 70X. And then 20 times 49, I'm actually going to steal a calculator so I don't mess this up. Let's see, here we've got 49 times 20. And we get 980. And then I divide by 70. And remember, if you want a decimal answer, so as I'm typing this in the calculator, if I want a decimal answer, I'm going to put a decimal at the end of it and hit enter. And I'm going to get 14. Okay? So X is 14. And so I can sort of check my proportional relationship here. So I can say 20 is to 70. So 20 is to 70. As, and now I just found out that X is 14, so I would say as 14 is to 49, and I should get the same proportional relationship or scale factor, which in this case is 2/7. Okay? Let's look at number 3. Still talking about similar triangles here. They've given us the similar relationship. So this similar relationship right here tells me that DE is to DB as EF is to BC as DF is to DC. Okay, and I can use 2 of these. I obviously don't need all of them. What I do need to solve for is ED. ED is my unknown, so, or DE, that's how I have it written here. So I do know that I need to use the one that has ED in it. So I would say DE is to DB. So DE is to DB would be this guy is to this guy. And then I'm going to use what's given. So I've got FD or DF, which looks like this last one, is to DC. So DF is to DC. So these have to be equal to each other. And then DE, that's my unknown. DB is 20. DF is 42. And DC is 28. Okay? And if you don't like leaving this as DE, we could change this question mark to an X to make it a variable that we like. And then I just need to solve. So I'm going to multiply. That's going to give me 28x equals 840. Oops. So I did 42 times 20, and that's where the 840 came from. And then I just need to divide by 28. And I get x equals 30. And then I can check that. So I'm just going to go back to my proportional relationship here and say 30 is to 20 as 42 is to 28. And you can see I've got 3 halves and 3 halves, so they have the same scale factor. Okay. All right. Let's look at number 5. So triangle LMN is similar to LSR. So this allows me to set up my proportional relationship. So we would say LM is to LS, LM is to LS, as MN is to SR, as LN is to LR. Okay, then I need to figure out what I'm looking for. That will help me pick one of these. So let's say LS is I'm going to name that question mark X. So here's my proportion with LS. So I know I'm going to use that one. So LM is to LS as. And then I'm going to go figure out LM is to L. Wow. Yeah, so LM right here. Okay. And then RL and LN is my other piece of information I know. So RL and LN. So here's the other one I'm going to use. So I just need to figure out what do I know so that I know what to solve for. Okay. So right here, LM is 30. LS is my unknown. LN is 27. And LR is 9. And once I have my proportions set up, then I can just cross multiply. So I would say 30 times 9 is 270 equals 27x. And you might have found this one a little easier to do, but just by looking at it, right? Because you might have said, okay, well, 9 times 3 is 27. So that means this had to be 10, because 10 times 3 is 30. Or you could go this way. 27 divided by 9 is 3. 30 divided by 3 is 10, something like that. Okay, but we can also just set up the proportion to solve for the unknown. Okay, so that's the first part. And then the back of this worksheet, you're solving for x. You're solving for x, and you're given the triangle relationship. Okay, so right here, DEF is similar to DQP. DE is similar to, DE is to DQ, as EF is to QP, and DF is to DP. Okay, so just setting up the relationship from the similarity, that will help you figure out order, because I know order kind of is difficult sometimes. Okay, so I know I need DQ or QD, so I'm going to say, okay, well, here's QD, so there's where I'm going to start. I know I'm going to be looking at DE is to DQ. All right, so DE is to DQ. So DE is this guy right here. And then my other piece of information, we've got DP and DF. DP and DF is this last relationship right here, so we can say is equal to DF over DP. So DE, now I'm just going to, once I've got the proportional relationship that I want to work with, then I'm just going to go up here and find the information. So DE is 27. DQ is 2x minus 9. And that's going to be equal to DF, which is 15, over DP, which is 5. Okay. And now I'm going to cross multiply. So 27 times 5, let me not mess that up. 27 times 5, we've got 135, is equal to 2x minus 9 times 15. So I'm just going to multiply in. We got 135 is equal to 30x minus 15 times 9, which is 135. It's a little disconcerting when that happens. And then I just need to solve. So I'm going to add 135, and that's going to give me 270 is equal to 30x, and divide by 30, and x is going to be equal to 9. All right. And it just says to solve for x. It could have asked me to solve for a specific side length, but this particular homework assignment just asks you to solve for x. All right. Moving on to number 9. Number 9 says triangle KLM is similar to FGH. So I would say KL is to FG, as LM is to GH, and KM is to FH. There's the relationship. So the first thing I need to do is figure out where's my x. So here's my x is on LK. So I know I'm going to need KL or LK, this proportional relationship right here, KL over FG. All right, so KL is going to correspond to FG. So those two sides are going to correspond. And then I'm looking at LM and GH, LM and GH. So that's this proportion right here. So we would say KL is to FG as LM is to GH. Now I just need to go pull off those side lengths. So KL is negative 3 plus 33x. FG is 60. LM is 104. And HG is 65. Okay? Now I'm just going to cross multiply. So I'm going to multiply negative 3 plus 33x times 65. And that's going to be equal to 60 times 104, which is a nice big giant number. Let's see what it is. 60 times 104. 6,240. And I'm going to distribute the 65. So negative 3 times 65 is negative 195 plus 33 times 65, which is 2,145. Some nice giant numbers here to work with. Okay. And there's an X on one of those, this one. Then I'm just going to solve this. So now it's just a little simple algebra problem. So I'm going to add 195 to 6240. And because these numbers are so big, I don't want to mess it up. So I'm going to type in my calculator here. We have 2145x is equal to 6435. And then I'm just going to divide. 2145. And x is going to be 3. A nice, pretty number. Again, it's not asking me to solve for anything but x. So once I get the x answer, I am done with this problem. All right, let's look at number 11. So similar problem here. We need to first find the relationships of the sides. So triangle K or LKJ is similar to triangle UVW. So we're going to write our proportional relationship, and we're going to say LK is to UV as KJ is to VW, and LJ is to UW. And then we need to figure out which two we need with the given information. So here's the X. So I know I have to have this one. VU. So VU. So I need this first one. LK. And then LK is going to go with VU. You could see if I kind of twisted this around how the relationship would be similar here. And then I need JL or LJ and UW. Sorry. So UW and LJ. So it looks like this one right here. All right, once I've got my proportional relationship, I can find my sides. LK is 28. UV is 2x minus 3. LJ is 36. And UW is 27. And then we're just going to solve. So my extremes first, 28 times 27 is 756 times my means. So 2x minus 3 times 36. And I just need to distribute. So I have 756 is equal to 72x minus 3 times 36. Whoa. Which is 108. And now I just need to solve. Again, solving for x, so I'm going to isolate x on one side of the equal sign. So 756 plus 108 is 864. And then divide by 72. And I'm going to get 12 is equal to x. Yeah, that's right. Oh, you can't see that though. Ha! Like this, sorry. So I added 108 to get 864, and then I divided by 72 to get x is equal to 12. Okay, I hope this is really helpful for you to do the evens. Good luck. Let me know tomorrow if you have any questions. Have a nice night.